Okay, so everybody knows that Inferno is an incredibly util heavy map, and most times you'll either win your games or lose your games based off of the utility you throw. In today's video I'm going to show off some util that you might not know that'll help you win more games, or at the very least make some rounds easier for you. So let's jump in. So to start off the video, I'm going to show off a flash, throw it on banana that I don't see any of my teammates using nearly enough. But to do it, it's super easy. All we're going to do is tuck ourselves in this corner here, crouch, aim right at the edge of this balcony here, a little bit over to the left, and then stay crouched and throw. As you can see when it pops, this will clear absolutely everything, and as long as you call this for your team, they should be able to turn from it pretty easily. But as you can see, if I throw it again, even the person that's hiding in this corner here, still get full blind. As you can see, obviously it'll hit CT. It'll even hit the sandbags guy if they're playing this off angle here, waiting for you to walk out. Next, moving on to the most crucial pieces of util, I think, for B-site in general. We're going to throw two smokes. One's going to be for CT and one's going to be for Coffin on B-site. So first, we're going to throw the CT one. All you're going to do is run down banana, tuck yourselves in this corner here, outside of the half wall. Just aim at the edge of this little piece here, and then just left click throw. This is one of the easiest lineups in the game that I know of, and honestly, works perfectly fine. Now this one, of course, you do have to be careful of watching for boost. The smoke I know that used to cover this is a bit inconsistent now, so I don't really want to teach you guys that and be expecting that boost is going to be covered, and then sometimes it just doesn't work. So this one is just a much easier one, but you will be able to be spotted on top of boost. The next for the Coffin smoke, you're going to go in the exact same location. On the edge of this half wall here, we're going to look up until you meet this little bag of cement or whatever this is. Aim at the bottom right corner, and then you're going to hold left click and then W jump throw. All you have to do is tap W once. You don't have to run, nothing like that. Just tap it once and jump throw. As you can see, it forces it to bounce off this back wall, to land on Coffin. This is a crazy good smoke. As you can see, it covers absolutely everything. And if you're on the CT side of this, there's some pretty insane coverage. Next off, I'm going to show off these two crazy Molotovs for the B site. One to cover oranges, next to cover new box. And these two will be from the exact same location here on the barrels. We're just going to want to run up, tuck ourselves in this corner here until you stop moving. For the oranges one, you're going to look up at this gutter here. You're going to aim at this metal piece where it sticks off, and then just left click throw. And then for the new box molly, you're going to aim at this other piece here and throw. As you can see when they land, everything is completely covered. And obviously most times you won't have two mollies, so you will have to pick and choose depending on where the other team is playing. But as you can see, pretty crazy mollies. My favorite is without a doubt the orange one though, because as you see when this lands, it ends up covering a crazy amount and it lands on top of the boost. And so another thing from this exact same location is if we're throwing the first molly for oranges, you can also throw a flash from the same exact spot. And it's a pretty good flash. And as you can see from where the flash pops, it hits basically everything on the site. So now if you want a pretty cool trick to smoke and molly the boost over in CT, what we're going to do is line up on the sandbags here. This will obviously force you to take control of here, so it is a bit of a niche setup, but it is really cool, so I wanted to show it off regardless. But as we're tucked in this corner, first thing we're going to do is hold our molly. You're going to aim down from this little gray piece here until you meet right below this white line that intersects it. So anywhere in this location here. Then you're going to jump throw out the molly. And this is going to land on top of boost, as you can see. And so quickly after we throw the molly, what we're going to do is that we're going to throw a smoke from the same exact lineup. And it'll land and extinguish on top of boost. This one will actually cover anybody that's sitting on top of the position. Now, like I said, this is pretty niche, and honestly, most rounds you won't be able to do this. But in this situation where you have banana control, and they're not going to force you off this angle here, it is really easy just to look down, throw the two lineups, and make it one less point of concern for your team. Then one little cool trick if you're on the CT side, if you're trying to take banana control, and you have a player standing right around here, a really cool and easy lineup to get a crazy HE off down banana is if you jump on top of Coffin here. You want to aim at this little piece of the orange box, and then run and jump throw. As you can see, this will land here doing some crazy damage to anybody that's pushing up. Then if you want to learn how to throw this util set here, this is really good for retaking banana in the mid round. What you do is you want to jump on top of this box here, just right on this edge of this corner, doesn't have to be perfect. For the smoke, we're going to aim in the middle of this X here, and then just left click throw. And then for the molly, we're going to aim over at this white patch here, a little bit above it, and left click throw. As you can see when they both land, you have a smoke to cover off banana. This molly will force them off of the position either into the smoke or into your teammates' crosshairs, either way. That ends up being just a really strong util set to get back banana control in the middle of the round. You can also pair this with a flash to help your team, something like this. Just bounce off the wall. And this will pop up here. But as you can see, it's completely safe for if you have a teammate holding this angle here. If I throw it again. It's really easy to swing off of. The next we're going to run back to spawn because I have one mid smoke that I want to show you. And I think this one is super underrated for taking mid control. Now in certain elos, the CT side will smoke this for you, but if you're playing against an op where they're leaving this open, it is super important to get that area smoked. So what you do is as you're running out of spawn, you want to tuck yourself on this left corner here, aim at the top of this little metal piece, and then just jump throw. As you can see, this would be a perfect mid smoke. And this will keep the op off of the angle here, and this will allow you to take mid control pretty easily. Now for the Faceit, I'm going to show you 3 smokes to throw, all from the same exact location. So to do that, we're going to look at this little garage door here, tuck ourselves right up on the right corner of it. For the first smoke, it's going to be for arches. We're going to take our smoke and go all the way up to the roof of the building. We're going to look at this one support pillar here, aim right at the corner where it meets, then just left click throw. As you can see, this will bounce, land perfectly, covering off arches. Next, for a library smoke from that same exact location, instead of looking here, we're going to move our mouse all the way up and to the right until we reach the top right of this little wooden section here. Then we're going to left click, jump throw. And this smoke is absolutely crazy. As you can see, it flies all over top of the site, lands up here on these barrels, and it'll bloom completely covering library. As you can see, this is an absolutely giant smoke. And it's not like the other smokes that I see for library where you can walk out and get into Moto for free. This one you'll be easily seen as soon as you walk out. This one ends up being just absolutely crazy. And lastly, we're going to throw a Moto smoke. So again, moving over from our last lineup, we're going to go up and to the right until we meet this little section here, where this antenna meets the wooden pillar here. You're going to aim right in the middle of the antenna, and then jump throw. And this one will take a while to land because you're throwing it straight up in the air, but as you can see, it'll drop and be a perfect Moto smoke. And a little bonus, if you're on the T side and you have control of graveyard already, you can kind of play over top of the smoke as it starts to fade. You can see the walkout here from library. You can even see a little bit of arches. Now if you want a quick and easy flash for the Faceit, this one is primarily to help out your teammates going through apps and out the balcony. But you could also have some teammates ready to push off of it from lane here. What you do though is, as we're in boiler, you just walk to anywhere in this door frame here. It doesn't have to be perfect at all. All we're going to want to do is pick literally any of these here. Any of these little pieces of roof here, it doesn't have to be perfect at all, just literally any of them. I like to aim in the middle of the 2 peaks here, so something like this. And then you just left click throw a flash. It's super easy and there's a lot of leeway. You can throw it literally anywhere. But as you can see when it pops, it'll hit absolutely everything that's on screen now. And I like this one especially because it really helps clearing out the guy pit. If they're holding, let's say, an op or whatever it might be, they get fully blind. And this even hits the balk angle here. So your teammate's pushing out apps or even pushing up lane, this guy gets full blind. If you throw the flash for your team here, your teammate's scaling out balcony, it's really easy to walk out and play with it. And this is a piece of util I don't see nearly enough people throwing. Another really good flash is from apps if you tuck yourselves in on this pillar here. Crouch, aim in between these 2 windows here, then just left click throw a flash. It's a really good one, it'll pop right here. Once again, it blinds the pit guy if you're playing here. Blind graveyard. Obviously it'll hit everything you see on the screen right now. And lastly, for a really strong CT smoke from spawn, it's going to be the bottom mid and banana smokes. As you can see, it'll cover off both angles. And this ends up being crazy strong to take control of both areas at the same exact time with just 1 smoke. So for that, we're going to run out of spawn. We'll run in front of these chairs here, tuck ourselves in the corner. We're going to aim up at this little dark spot here in the wood. Then once we're in this spot here, it's just going to be a very simple tap W jump throw, something like this. This will bounce off this little corner piece here, land perfectly covering off both angles. This becomes really strong just to have your banana players walk up and just throw any piece of util whatsoever. Say to clear off logs and this corner here. And with this smoke up, you'll be able to take so much control of basically whatever you want. So now with all that utility out of the way, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. And if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like, comment, sub down below. Or if you really want to support the channel, I did just open up memberships. So in case you guys wanted an extra way to support the channel, make sure I can keep putting out these videos. Make sure to click the join member button below. And yeah, as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.